Good evening, you're watching news that deserve your attention. I'm Navya Singh. Let's take a look at the headlines today. 2 days after a massive forest fire broke out at the Bandhavgarh National Park in Madhya Pradesh, efforts are still on to douse the fire. The fire is believed to have spread to several zones, including one of the 3 major zones. Scary visuals showed trees engulfed in the blaze and vast expanse of grasslands covered in smoke. Inadequate resources are believed to be one of the reasons that it's taking so long to douse the forest fire. Locals have also alleged that the authorities did not take timely action when the fire broke out. Payment app MobiKwik came under the radar on 30th of March after a security researcher claimed that data of 3.5 million users was put up for sale on the dark web. The researcher alleged that sensitive data including KYC details, addresses, phone numbers, Aadhaar card data, and other details of 3.5 million users was put on the dark web for sale. Several users allegedly found their personal details on the dark web link that has been widely shared on the internet. The data breach was first detected by security researcher Rajshekhar Rajarya in February 2021. It was later shared by another security researcher who called it the largest KYC data leak in the history. As per reports, the personal data of users was being sold for 1.5 Bitcoin or about $86,000. Meanwhile, the company has denied all the allegations. Shifting focus to Uttar Pradesh, the UP police is now offering Ganga Jal and Chandan paste to visitors at the police station to make Meerut safer. The new safety protocols were introduced by Nauchandi Police Station SHO Premchand Sharma, who decided to sprinkle Ganga Jal on visitors and apply Chandan paste on their foreheads. The cop claims that the 2 items have a calming effect on anyone who visited the police station and can also improve the law and order situation in the station. The cop said that he had noticed that since he started using Ganga Jal, he had noticed that people visiting the police station were less angry. The SHO also claims that he has been purifying visitors with the holy water and chanting a sanitization mantra. Now let's talk about the economy. India's economy has bounced back remarkably from the COVID pandemic and nationwide lockdown over the last year, but it is still not out of the woods yet. Well, I'm not saying this, the World Bank has said it. The World Bank in its latest report has predicted that India's real GDP growth for fiscal year 2021-2022 could range from 7.5 to 12.5%. The World Bank also said that it is amazing how far India has come compared to a year ago. It said India is bouncing back, has opened up many economic activities, started vaccination and is leading in the production of vaccination. The Chief Justice of India has written to the centre asking to clear its stand on the elevation of a gay lawyer as the judge of the Delhi High Court so that a final decision can be taken on the same. Lawyer Saurabh Kirpal was recommended for elevation by the Delhi High Court Collegium in 2017. The decision on Saurabh Kirpal's elevation has been deferred at least 4 times ever since his name was unanimously recommended by the Delhi High Court Collegium in October 2017. The government had first flagged the foreign citizenship of Kirpal's partner as a reason for the delay. Then, the intelligence agencies alleged that the lawyer's partner may pose a security threat. That's all for today, and I'll be back with some more important news tomorrow. Thanks for watching.